Hello, pumpkins. It's Thanksgiving week here in the States, and this is the 10 favorite Oracle decks. I saw it from Kasia from Tarot Map, who saw it from Tarot by Ania. So I'm going to show you my 10 favorite Oracle decks. So I'm going to actually start out showing you what I have been doing lately with my Oracle decks. So I've been kind of doing these spreads kind of like this. With these stones, and we also got Inner Star, and I'm going to go through the decks, but I just kind of wanted to show you how I'm actually using them. And there's some also, some ones that I use kind of on an alternating basis, but pretty much every week or a few times a week I'll pull up a few from Sacred Creators Oracle, and I'll show you these in a bit. And I'm pulling one or two from, this is Vision's Crystal Oracle deck. Look at this card back. I'm just insane over that back. And then maybe I'll pull an Aura-Soma card. Maybe I'll pull one from Inner Star. Wait, I feel like I'm missing the name. Yeah, that's it. And often I'll pull one from the Animal Kin deck. So let's see what order. So we'll look at some of these from, this is a great little size. These are hand drawn, and I really like them because it feels to me like this person knows these stones. They're just really sweet. They're just really sweet, and I can, you can, even though they're drawings and not pictures, I can feel the energy of the person's connection with the stones. So, I mean, look how adorable and gorgeous this is. So I really like this deck, and I pull cards from it every week. And I'll just show you the book in the bag it comes with real quick. Here's the book. Each one gets a page, and comes with this great little bag. So that's Vision's Crystal Oracle deck. You can find that on Etsy. And where should we go next? So there's Sacred Creators Oracle. I think most of you probably know this deck by Chris Ann Donnelly. Absolutely beautiful deck. Here's the card backs. There's loads of reviews of this deck. But it's a really, well, it's a great deck for plans and business, but another thing, look at this. Another thing I love about this deck is just visually how beautiful it is and how well it goes with pretty much every deck. See, there it is with Animal Kin. Here it is with Inner Star. And a lot of times what happens when I do this weekly spread is sometimes all the cards just look really, really well together. Like this week we got these two blue ones, and also this one, and the green. Sometimes they just all work really, really, really well. And this Sacred Creators deck really just goes with pretty much everything. And it comes with this gigantic book. And it also has a lot of online exercises. So that's Sacred Creators. And then where should we go now? Should we go to Animal Kin? This is a really sweet deck that comes from Australia. Sarah Wilder, Fifth Element. I have the second edition. There's a new one. It's either on pre-order or I think maybe it's actually already out. That is, I think, has a few new cards. But these are really beautiful. And look at these. They're really colorful. There's some, look how sweet. There's some of them are unique cards that you don't see in a deck. Normally, like there's a camel. They're just really beautiful, really colorful. Look at this. So I usually pull, I mean, look how cute this duck. They're all really beautiful. So I usually pull about, one a week. Look at that. Beautiful deck. That's Animal Kin by Sarah Wilder. And then there's the Inner Star. I mean, this is also a gorgeous deck. Now, a lot of people were sort of complaining initially that they felt that this was sort of too close to Sacred Creators, but to me, it's a totally different deck. It's a totally different deck with a totally different purpose and a totally different vibe, and so pretty. I like this deck a lot more than I thought I would. I kind of had that very first initial reaction when I first saw it, like, oh, it's another deck with geometric shapes on pastel backgrounds. But how stunning. On a lot of the images, there's actually also another image. Like, look, this has a peacock. You see that? And this deck has more of a, I'm going to say an alien feel, but it just has some other energies in it that I really like. And this is like a traveler's, a universal traveler's deck. It's really gorgeous and vibrant, as you can see. This deck, I think, goes beautifully with Starchild Tarot, and I think it looks actually amazing with Sacred Creators. Look at that. These two decks go great together. So that's Inner Star. This is the Magic Edition, right? Yeah, the Magic Edition is the color one. There's also a black and white one called Clarity. And so these are the ones I pretty much use every week. For sure, these two decks, these kind of alternate. Here's another deck that I could alternate. Sometimes we'll have a card from it. This is the one that I'm forgetting the name of, The Sacred Journey to the Animal Realms. So there's some full reviews of this on YouTube. I did one. I mentioned that when I opened the box to this, I actually just burst out crying. I just had a really strong emotional reaction before I even took the cards out. And this is why. This is not like your generic, owl, crow. This is a really personal deck of animals that the woman, her name is Kai, I want to say Kai Crow. Is that right? Oh my God, it's not on the book. Yeah, Kai Crow. These are a lot of the animals she had, so they're really personal. So cute. And look how gorgeous this is. And see, look how pretty these all look together. I like, see, look at this. So sometimes I'll pull a card from this deck. Really, really colorful, really sweet. There's some people cards, but my favorite ones are the animal ones. So that's a really cute deck. And then let's look at Return of Spirit by Cheryl Lee Harnish, which this deck was out of print and now it's back on Kickstarter. She's redoing it. So this is a fractal deck. There's three. She has three. I only have this one. Gorgeous deck. And look at this. And look how this looks with these. I mean, holy cow, look at that. I mean, this deck is really Really special deck. Here's some of my favorite cards. Take Flight. Right. Surfacing. Things are just kind of bubbling up to the surface. Assistance. This is a really, look at this. Frequency shift. Return of Spirit. It's a really cool deck. It's got, just really nice kind of spiritual energy to it. Oh my gosh, we're already at 10 minutes and 45 seconds. Okay, so now I do have actually 2 tarot decks, and the reason I'm going to put them in here, one of them is because I use as an oracle sometimes. I just pull one card. This is from the Aura-Soma deck with the bottle backs, and the way I've been using it lately is I'll just think of a number, you know, between 0 and 114. And so I'll just, I mean, sometimes I'll do other readings, but for this weekly table, I'll just pull one card. So this deck is by Pamela Matthews. This particular edition is out of print with all the bottles on the back. This deck deserves an entire review. It's a very highly evolved, not only beautiful, but just very highly, look at this Metatron. This is like when there's a complete change. Look at that. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail right now because it would take too long, and this deck deserves its own. So I've just been picking one card from it. Not every week, but some weeks. And look at this 62. The turquoise is about communication, and this is someone who's like communicating to the masses. And look at how the earth is actually above this being. It's really amazing. So that's the Aura-Soma deck. And then this one I don't use every week, but some weeks I will pull. This is a good companion with that deck. It's the Farbinger Angle deck, which is the Aura-Soma bottles when they've been shaken, called the Shake 2s. So, for example, really quickly, I've got 62. Oh, here we go. It actually pulls out pulls to like a more aqua. So, one of these days I'll do a review of both of these together. And then the other 2 decks that I've been, I will rotate in with these is a tarot deck, but it actually has Oracle in the name, and I've been pulling one card, and it's the Lioness Oracle Tarot. I mean, look at this. I mean, how yummy is this with all the, I mean, look at this. It's just like a yummy Valentine dripping deck. It's just, here's the card backs. I just got this deck, so I'm just kind of getting to know it, but I mean, look at this. Look at this with these. Oh my god. Look at that. They're photo collage. There's a lot of roses. It's a really beautiful deck. Look at this. You can look at it if I focus it, right? Look at that. Oh. Even this with no color. I mean, look at this with this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at these 3 cards. Ugh. I mean, this is just a really, really beautiful and warm. It's just like a... I don't really have the words to describe it. I think it speaks for itself. I wish, though... Here's the book, and it's just got a very generic description and a few meanings, but a third of the page is blank, and I wish there were a few sentences in there about the particular images that were used, because the card images are really interesting, and a lot of them I have no idea what they mean or why they were used, and there's a lot of extra space on every page, so I really, really wish there was more or some detail about how those cards were made. And then the other one, this is number 10, I think, right? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. So this deck I don't use all the time, but it definitely has a nice feel to it. I mean, it just goes beautifully with these. I mean, look at that. And look at this. They're really pretty. And each card has the face of the oracle. Let's see if we could see it in this one. I don't know where it is in this one. It's a little hard to see. This is my favorite card in the deck. Look at that. This is just so beautiful. So this is kind of like what this deck looks like. Here's the color palette. And the book that comes with this is really nice because it has a general meaning, and it has relationship meaning, and then like a business or career meaning. So it's really functional in those various ways. So there you go. There's my 10 decks, and hope you have a great Thanksgiving if you're in the States, if you celebrate Thanksgiving, and happy fall, and we'll see you soon. Bye.